Hi everyone, welcome back to day 2 of the 100-day project. I feel like we need to talk. Well, I need to talk. So I have these Julie Nutting dolls. I can't remember her name. It's a lot of ladies out there, so I really can't remember her name, but we're coloring her up, and we're going to be using a variety of markers, primarily the Ohuhu markers I was gifted by a good friend. So we got the first lady color. Is her name Megan? Maybe it's Megan. I'm not sure. And I just want to talk to you today about some crafty finds that I was in my travels that I saw yesterday, and maybe you may be interested in going and getting them. When I went to Tuesday morning 2 days ago, they had these markers. I think they're $4.99. So if you missed out, $4.99, either $5.99. So if you maybe $5.99. If you missed out at what's that store? Hobby Lobby, when they had them on clearance, you know, you can go to Tuesday morning if you have one near you and grab them. I'm not sure if any of the ladies show what's new. I know sometimes they don't focus on markers and they just do like paper. And if you have markers, you probably won't buy more markers. You're not like me. So, but you know, I'm always about markers. And then yesterday I was out. I had to run some real life errands. And I stopped at Ross. And I always go to the toy section because we've got some train tracks for $5. And it was a good bit of them in there a couple of weeks ago. Maybe it was like in January, end of January, February, only because, you know, maybe they were getting rid of it because it was a Christmas thing. Let's see, sure if you can see that streaking. I'm going to go over it again just to get rid of some of that streakage. And then Ross, they have a box of, not a box, a set of 12, like this box, and but they're smaller and they're black, and they were $3.99 for 12 of them. I think it was in assorted colors, and I was going to get it along with some paper that I saw and some Vicky boots and stuff. They have some acrylic paints of hers for $3.99. So the acrylic paint was $3.99. The markers were $3.99. And the paper they had, I think it was a Joann Fabric brand that Joann Fabric sells. Coordinations, I think it was. I can't remember the exact one. But that was $2.99. So I was going to buy all 3 of those crafty things, but I left them because I was like, you don't need this paper. You have plenty of paper that you just got and you need to use. And then you don't need the markers. You have plenty of markers. Don't buy them. And then the Vicky boots, and I was like, I have some acrylic paint. Even though I feel like maybe her paint would be a little bit more high quality than the Walmart brand, but I don't know. You know, I don't know enough about paint to actually go and say, oh yeah, I think this would be better, because I really don't know. I was hoping that this was more blue, but it wasn't, so yeah. I hope your day goes well. I don't plan on doing much today. I'm walking to the mailbox. But other than that, I'm just going to get ready for our community garage sale. That's in a few weeks. You know, I think sometimes if you don't plan for garage sales, you end up, which I dislike a lot. Let me tell you how much I dislike it. I dislike it. I don't like to go to garage sales and people don't have prices on it. And, you know, I'm asking them how much, and it's like, they look at me, it's like, I don't know if they're sizing me up to see how much I'm willing to pay. But I just like things to have prices on it. Even if it's a quarter, put a price on it. Or put a big sign that says everything on this table is a quarter. I don't know. I just don't like that. So, like, for my stuff, I'm just going to have a few signs that say all clothes, 50 cents. And all jeans, well, I'll have a sign that says jeans, $1, and the rest will be 50 cents. And then everything else will have little price tags on them. And I really didn't want to go to the store and buy price tags from the Dollar Tree or whatever, but I really felt like it was necessary, only because it would give me a peace of mind. Because I don't like for people to say, you know, when I go places, I don't like to ask people how much, and then they're looking, you know, like I just mentioned, they're looking and they're saying, oh, it's this and it's that, when I feel like they're overcharging. Because, you know, some people, which I don't agree with, but some people, you can buy something for $10 and they've had it for 7 years, 12 years, as long as they've been living, never used it. So it's still in the box, but it's like a vintage box now and it's all crumpled up. And you'll ask them how much it costs and they're like $7. And I'm like, okay, because I've seen people do this. I was just like, okay, thank you. And they was like, well, I paid this much for it. I'm like, it's like a car. Once it leaves the showroom floor, it's depreciated immediately. I always say that. I do know that some things appreciate with value, but not everything. Especially if it's a mass-produced item and it has no flaws, no recalls on it. If it was only 12 of something made, or 2 or whatever, I understand that. But for the most part, I'm just like, lady. And usually it's a lot of ladies that say that. Like, I paid this much for it. It's a good price. This is a good price. You don't have to say that, I don't think. Especially at garage sales. If you're doing a garage sale, don't just do it to do it. Like when I lived in Connecticut, I loved going to garage sales there. Even like the church sales. The church sales here are people trying to get a lot of money. The rummage sales or church sales in Connecticut were great. Like they have a bag of, and that's probably because somebody had a whole bunch of stuff and they were just trying to get rid of it. This orange is so vibrant. I don't know if I always tell you all that, but this orange is very, very vibrant. But they have like a bag of ribbon for $1 or $2. And it was just very good deals in my opinion. Very good deals in my opinion. Here, people want to haggle you, you know, unless they have, I think if you have a lot of stuff, you're kind of like, let me just get rid of this because I can get more, or the house is already too much, it's too full, it's too this, and maybe that's why people are getting rid of it. But the church sales here that I've been to, I was disappointed, to say the least, because I moved here from Connecticut, so it was just like, oh, really? This is a quote-unquote rummage sale. And even, you know, rummage sales, I think, just by the nature of the name of rummage sale, I always think that, you know, you're rummaging through stuff. So it's interesting. But my neighbors across the street, they had a garage sale about 3 weeks ago. And they had, I was just like, you know, they had a king-size, brand new king-size bed set. It was like $5. I was like, oh my goodness, that's a very good deal. Especially if it was brand new, you know, never used. There was nothing wrong with it. I thought that was a great deal. Let me just do a little swatch on this one to make sure it's not a jacked up color. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. I don't want to have to put anything on the side of the street. And I was thinking that I have some souvenir glasses, and I've been telling myself, why do you collect certain things? Like keychains was my thing until my car got broken into and they stole my purse that had all these stupid keychains on the side of it. And I should have just left them. You know, some things, I had been collecting them forever. Like since I was a young child, I collected keychains. You know, those little sassy ones that they used to sell at Claire's. They probably still sell them at Claire's Boutique, but back in the day, Claire's was the only spot that I would go to. So, yeah. I had no rhyme or reason for these colors. I just picked them. I thought they would coordinate very well together. I do have a plan for all of the stuff that I color up. So hopefully you will. After the 100 days, I don't plan on doing a video for 100 days, just so you all know. So you may say day 1, 2, 7, 20, things like that. But I will do I am going to do the 100-day challenge project. And I will be posting on Facebook every day, I hope, what I do. So it's kind of like you get a crater, right? Because I was thinking, you didn't even do crater this year. But I think sometimes with crater, it's rough. It's so rough. Like, I think I could do 100 cards, you know, not a day. Oh, no. Unless I worked at a card making place. And I was just sticking stuff on. Because even when you make cards, it's not that easy. I think it takes some coordination for colors and things like that. I may try. I know they had that 100 project challenge where you don't buy anything. I think it's called 100 projects. Maybe this is this, but that's not how it was presented to me on the Facebook group I'm a part of. You know, don't buy anything until you... I don't know. I don't know if I could do 100. Maybe. I'll have to go shopping the day before, though. I like this brown. I think it's brown. It's 21 in Ohuhu. But I don't know if Ohuhu changes their color base after a certain batch of markers. I know someone did a review on another set and said they had numbers and names. And now the newer one only has numbers or only names. One of the two, I can't remember. But this is almost complete. I'm going to go ahead and do their hair. All right, these are completed ladies. I color her hair brown and yellow. Yellow first and then brown. And then her hair is yellow, pink, and brown. And then we have a more mature woman in the group. I think she's the only one who can pull off brown and orange like she does. So this is day 2. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Until next time, happy crafting.